Yes, hello and welcome back to another F1 2021 video, and today we're back with some more livery designs. Now, as you may have seen from the title of this video, we're going to be covering a Porsche design, as you can see on screen as well, a VW design, a Renault design and a Maserati design as requested by you guys. But before we go and have a look at these, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below for more F1 content, because not only do we have livery designs on my channel, we've also got some F1 drama going on in the form of my team. So why not take a gander at my playlist mentioned in this video if you want a piece of the action, as last time out in Spa there's crashes galore and I'm sure you don't want to miss out on that. And if you enjoy this video today, or if you like any of the liveries mentioned, then be sure to hit the like button down below, as it just helps out the channel loads. But that's enough of me, let's jump straight into this video. Now, the first design we got up today is probably my least favourite out of the bunch, but it's the Porsche design, and we've gone for a livery which I didn't actually particularly like myself when choosing it, but it probably suited the colour combination we've gone for the best, as I wanted to include the grey, the red, the white and the yellow that you normally see on Porsche designs, and all the other liveries that I had available to myself just didn't really work for one reason or another, as most of the liveries on here only use 3 colours as their base, as like the colour combination that you can use, but a select few you can use 4 colours for the livery. So we end up going with this one as it just utilises the colours best, and to make the most out of this livery we've gone for some like coloured sponsors on the car as well, just to add a few more hints of that red and yellow into the car. But yeah, I think this is certainly a car manufacturer that I'm going to revisit in the future when some more liveries drop from the item shop for us to use. But until then, I'm fairly satisfied with this design, and the sponsors you're going to want to use with this design is the AII, UTERP, Savant and XXY. Now on to the next one, and we've gone for a VW Volkswagen F1 style car, and I think this one works really nicely. I love how like the deep, almost purpley blue like contrast with that surf blue you see on the top there, and that's a colour that Volkswagen love to use in their cars. And I also think this car really fits in well into the track, as the sponsors complement this car really nicely, and I think if you were to use it in your My Team career mode, it wouldn't seem out of place against all the other cars. As these sponsors, I don't know, sometimes you end up making a My Team car and it doesn't always fit in well with all the others, and it just seems a bit out of place, whether it be because like the sponsors don't look real, or like the colour combination you've gone for just wouldn't really see on an F1 car. But I think this one really works nicely, and it could even be like a Williams design, to be honest. So the livery that we've gone for was the Kicks livery, and we've chosen like this, like I said before, surf blue, and it's almost like almost a deep purple. I was going to go for like a deep blue, but I think this blue that's almost like purple just seems more attractive to the eye, and especially out on the F1 track it would be like a lot more attractive from a distance as well. So you'd want to choose the XER sponsor as your main sponsor going into your My Team career mode if you were to make this, and we've also gone for the same sponsor on the wing, and it's got that same blue purple tone to it. And I think it just stands out a bit more rather than having your bog standard black or white sponsor. You're also going to want this World Wide Web sponsor you see on screen now. I'm not going to pronounce it because I'll definitely butcher that name. And then you're also going to want this Lugner sponsor and the Venus and the Vacancero sponsor in place of like the VW sponsor that you'd normally see. So yeah, let me know what you think of this design down in the comments below, as I really enjoyed making this one. However, this has to be my favourite design out of the bunch today. We've gone for this classic Renault design that you saw Fernando Alonso win back in like in the 05-06 seasons. But with this design, we've decided to spice things up a little bit and add that black strip along with the yellow one down the side of the car and into the rear end plate. Whereas on the actual classic design, it was more of a dark blue colour, and we'll show that colour later on in the video when we're designing the car. But I think the black strip just defines the car a bit better and just makes it that little bit more modern. And once again, like with the Porsche design, I think I'll probably end up revisiting this design in the future, as I've basically just copied the classic Renault design, and I think I'd like to put my own spin on like a Renault F1 car if they were to come back in the future, maybe with like a new colourway similar to what like McLaren did when they came back with that new orange and bright blue colours, and it just completely rebranded the whole team from top to bottom. And I think I'd like to do a similar thing with the Renault design, but that's just a thought for the future. For this particular design, we've gone for a blue, yellow and black colourway. You could also do like a dark blue like I said before, and go for the actual classic colours, but I think the black just mixed in with the blue just makes it a lot more modern and just stands out a lot more. I actually as well think that the streamlined livery that we've gone for, that you can see on screen now, is I actually prefer it to the one used in the early 2000s. I just think it just suits the car a lot better, as it takes the profile of the car into consideration as well, and the yellow lines you just see go all the way down into the rear end of the car, and it makes for a much more streamlined look. Now, the sponsors you're going to want to choose for this design, and the ones I've used in this design, are the TriStar sponsor, Concordia, XER, and then either the Compass sponsor or Esto Perpetua. And then for the main sponsor, you're going to want to use Equita Oil, as I think these are the most Spanish looking sponsors, and especially if you're looking to sign Fernando Alonso to your team, you're certainly going to want to use this livery to give your My Team car the best feel of their early 2000s title winning car. Now, the fourth and final design we've got for you today is a Maserati design, another Maserati design that we've done in this series. So if you don't like this one, we've got another one for you that's in the previous episode, so be sure to check that one out if you don't enjoy this one, but hopefully you do, as it's quite a vibrant and bold design that we've gone for, and I think it will fit right in on track against all the other cars, so you won't feel out of place in your My Team. And of course, there's already a lot of blue cars out on track, but I think with this one, it's very vibrant. It's not similar to Williams or Alpine, as we've gone for more of a classy look this time, as when you think of Maserati, you think of class and elegance, so that's what we've gone for here today. And I've gone with the blue. I mean, Maserati is the primary colours are blue and red. Maybe you can do a purple car as well, but I think, to me, Maserati, when I think of Maserati, I think of blue, so that's what we've gone for. And like I said with the Porsche design, I felt very limited with the liveries I could choose between, as I feel like surely by this stage, the F1 Cody should have brought out tons of liveries for us to use and tons of sponsors for us to use, but we've only got a select few still available to us. And when you have a game mode where the fans love to be able to pick and choose and customize their own options, it's just really disheartening to only be able to choose between a select few, and that's even with the podium pass. So hopefully next year's game we'll have tons more customization options, but for now we got a select few, and the sponsors that we've gone for on this design are mainly Atlantic, Vacancero, Bellizia, Mono Paris, and the main sponsor is Zanietto, but you could also use Xenon Dynamics as well. I feel like that probably works on this car. So that about wraps it up for today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to hit that like button down below, as it helps out the channel loads. And if you're after some more F1 content or even some more livery designs, then why not stick around on the channel for a bit and subscribe down below, as I'll be posting some more for sure. And whilst you're at it, let me know what you think of these designs down in the comments below, whether you like them or dislike them, or even if you use them in your own My Team careers. I'd love to find out. But until next time, guys.